Surely you guys dropped by the channel 2 days ago and saw some of the rarest samples in the world. If you didn't and you're checking this video out, this is video number 2, and video number 1 had 2 little segments about 2.5 minutes long each from Seabass_photos of some of the rarest, if not the rarest samples in the world. We're talking one of ones, shoes that have never been seen before except in photographs, and there he is shooting a video, sending it to me so that we can all share that together. It's a beautiful story. I appreciate it very much, and like I said 2 days ago, I have to apologize because it's taken me 4 months to get this content from the internet, from my drive up to making the video, and that's bad. That's bad on my part. I shouldn't take that long to get a gift, basically, from a viewer out there and onto YouTube. So apologies for it taking this long, but still, I'm sure you guys appreciate the fact that it's here now because we're talking about amazingly rare shoes, beautiful shoes, and incredible stories that go with those shoes. And we're going to do the same thing today that we did 2 days ago, which is split this video into 2 parts and talk about the 2 different shoes. So I'll talk about shoe number 1, show you the video from Seabass_photos, talk about video number 2, and then show you that video as well. So it's a great thing. Like I said, I talked in that video about how we're talking about Central Europe. I think I'm right in saying Seabass_photos is in Germany, and right near Germany, I was speculating as to whether it's a border with Germany or not, is Belgium, and we actually got a care package sent over to us from Belgium with 3 pairs of shoes in it, absolutely free, all brand new, an incredible gift from a viewer. And then we've got Seabass_photos giving us these, sample shoes to look at that you just never ever get to see. It's an amazing thing to get this stuff. YouTube gives back. I never really thought it would be this way when I had my channel. Didn't expect it to come at me. I thought it would always be the other way around, and I truly appreciate it, and I hope you guys out there appreciate it as well, because this is somebody going out of their way to share with all of us, not just me. So without further ado, let's talk about those shoes. We're talking about Jeremy Scott samples first. We'll get to the other pair in a minute, but the Jeremy Scott samples are outrageous. They are outrageous. He's an American fashion designer, and sometimes you get fashion designers that sort of paint within the lines, and sometimes you get fashion designers that push the lines, and sometimes you get fashion designers that ignore the lines. I'm telling you, this guy ignores the lines. In fact, I don't even know if he knows they exist. To ignore a line, you have to know the line exists. I don't think he even knows there's a thing such as lines, because he is just all over the place, and he brought exactly that vibe to 2 incredible pairs of ADIDAS. I've never seen shoes like this before, never. And they're sample pairs. How Seabass_photos gets his hands on shoes like this, I will never know, because they are just ultimately rare. One pair that he's going to show us today is actually for Jeremy Scott. It's his shoe, and then the other pair is an outrageous collaboration that never saw the light of day, but somehow it saw the light of Seabass_photos. Somehow he managed to score this pair of shoes, and he has that Instagram account that goes with his name, so definitely check that out. Go over and drop comments on his photos and say hi and tell him that you appreciate him sending the content to us, because seeing these guys is absolutely incredible. So without further ado, we'll get into video number 1, which is the Jeremy Scott samples. Take it away, Seabass_photos.
Hey guys, hope everybody's well. How's the body movement doing? I hope everybody's having a good quarantine and going back to work soon and going back to everything that's possible. I wanted to share a few cool kicks with you guys today. So these are the Jeremy Scotts. I think they are the turnouts. I may be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So this is actually a sample pair of the shoes. So this pair actually has a crazy story. I got them from a friend who works for ADIDAS, and this pair, on the sample tag, and this is the only part of the sample tag I will really show you, it basically says it's for Jeremy Scott. So these samples are Jeremy Scott's personal pair of test samples. This is a look-see, so one of the first ones they made, and it has really cool colors and details, shiny materials, really interesting and cool, something different, something really bright and out there. The details and the stitching is all really amazing. You got also the faux fur, which is really cool. So I wanted to show you these. And another crazy sample of Jeremy Scott's that never ever released. So these were sampled back in 2011. These are the Snoopy samples. You can also see the Snoopy red collar, the big Snoopy ears, and Snoopy, of course. The whole shoe is made out of fur. You can see small Jeremy Scott details on like the sole, You can see sample tags on the inside and also the Jeremy Scott insole. So that's a really, really cool one. I think they never released because of copyright issues. I don't think Adidas wanted to or didn't get approved for the copyright for these. So they never released them. They're really, really cool and interesting, which I thought I would give you guys a really good close look at. And yeah, I really wanted to share some cool samples with you guys. Some really interesting shoes you don't get to see every day. Yeah, if you guys want to come over to my Instagram and see some pictures of some of this stuff and just show some support, come over, Seabass Photos, Seabass_photos on Instagram. I would really love to see you guys there. And if you want to see some more cool stuff and maybe a little earlier than these videos, please feel free to come along. Thanks, guys.
I truly appreciate that. I hope you guys appreciate it as well. I hope you looked at that and thought, you know, there's no way I would ever have seen these shoes anywhere else. And that's how I felt about it. There's no way you could Google it. You could Google Jeremy Scott Adidas, Jeremy Scott samples, Jeremy Scott Adidas samples, any number of things, and you would never ever see those shoes. The only way you'll see them is if Seabass_photos says, here, have a look, because he owns them. Not only is he letting us see them in 2D on Instagram, he's also letting us see them in 3D in hand by sending the videos to me, which is the dream for my channel, is to get sneakers in hand more often. And as we get bigger and bigger and bigger, that dream comes closer and closer and closer. But anyway, I said there was a second video as well. We're putting 2 videos in 2 videos. So 2 days ago there were 2 videos on that video, which was the Futurecraft Loop, an amazing 100% recyclable shoe, and also 3 Pharrell Williams Adidas samples, incredible shoes too. And then today's 2 videos in this video was like I said, that Jeremy Scott double collaboration, and then the second shoe is the Adidas SOBAKOV, and this thing is rare. Now the thing I really like about this is rare. It's a beautiful shoe. It's a different from what we're looking at here, which is kind of your standard looking SOBAKOV, you know, that black and white kind of samba vibe, or you know, going back to the sort of 80s 90s vibe in Adidas shoes, but they've gone with a different sort of look with that sort of elongated 3-stripe branding on it. But the shoe we're looking at today, the things to point out on are the branding that comes from the collaboration, but also the quality of the materials, because they are absolutely first class, beautiful quality materials. So it's another one of those rare shoes. Again, you just, I don't know where he gets them from. I don't know how you do it, Seabass_photos. I do not know. And I don't really care how you do it. I'm just glad that you do actually do it, because then we get to see beautiful content like this. So without further ado, Seabass_photos for the second time today. Take it away, buddy.
Hey, Body Movement. I wanted to do a quick review on the Adidas SOBAKOV. This is the Hendershim edition. This is also a cool sample pair. I know I love to show you guys cool samples. So this pair was obviously in the design studio. A lot of the time they feature sometimes better materials and better leathers than what they released with. It's always a really cool shoe to show. The SOBAKOV has a really, really cool stitching pattern. They are very thin on the toe. I don't know if you can see that, which is really interesting. Obviously, you got the Hendershim branding, and you got the sample stamp. The Hendershim part here does attach, so you can adjust your laces. You can change them, tighten them, and everything, which is really, really cool detail. I also have a different colorway that isn't a Hendershim, but this is another SOBAKOV sample that never released. I think I've shown you guys before. But this has a really, really cool stitching pattern on it. It's really different, which I really find interesting how small the toe gets. I would definitely recommend half a size up if you're ever looking at a SOBAKOV. But yeah, blue stitching details, silver lines, or silver stripes actually, and some nice PK prime knit, which didn't release. And a really cool detail that I love is a little wolf, the Wolf 12. There's also a white pair to this I don't have here anymore. But yeah, that's a really cool shoe and a really cool details, and I thought I would show you 2 really cool SOBAKOVs. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to come and support, feel free to come over to Seabass Photos. You can get some cool pictures of all of these shoes, ask me questions, whatever you need. I'm there for you guys.
And again, we're back from looking at this beautiful content. Definitely head over to Seabass_photos and check out that Instagram. Drop comments on his photos. Let him know that you've seen his videos on YouTube. Let him know that you appreciate him. Apologise for me. I've already apologised for leaving it so late to get his content up on the channel. These are the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th videos that he sent me, and I've put them into 2 and 2. So 4 and 5 was 2 days ago, 6 and 7 today. And it's such a generous offer to do that for us, and it's amazing that we get to see that, because seriously, you wouldn't see these shoes anywhere else. I'm not kidding. You wouldn't see them anywhere else. You just wouldn't. It's not an exaggeration or like, you know, blowing Seabass_photos own trumpet. It's true. These are the rarest shoes in the world, and nobody else gets to see them. And thanks to him, he's sharing them with us, and we get to see that. So it's an amazing thing. We appreciate that very much. But now it's time for me to sign off. Thank you guys for checking out the content. But it's time for me to get off. It's getting a bit dark out. It's 5, 6 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, but a bit rainy out there. But I've got to chip off and get these videos all edited and stuff. So thank you guys for checking out the content, and I'll do what I do at the end of every single video, which is remind you that I do this every single day. So you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.